Amanda with Straightsmile Solutions, straightsmilesolutions.com, and today we're going to tackle this question: which is better, phase 1 braces or phase 1 aligners / Invisalign First? I'm kind of grouping those all in one category because Invisalign First is a branded phase 1 aligner product, but you can get phase 1 aligners from other companies. They're just unbranded and they don't market it as so, but they don't have all the bells and whistles and features that you can have with Invisalign First, and there's a lot of cool bells, whistles, and features that are there. And if you want to know more about that, you should look into my YouTube site about phase 1 aligners. You should definitely watch all those videos first, and also Invisalign First, and also phase 1 braces. I have tons of videos on that. To access those, go to my YouTube channel. To get there, go to Straightsmile Solutions YouTube channel. Just put that up in the search bar. It takes you to my YouTube channel, which has a green banner. From there, you can scroll down. You can go to the braces playlist, the Invisalign playlist, the phase 1 playlist. They're all there, or you can search by keyword. And there's 3 keywords right here: phase 1 braces, phase 1 aligners, Invisalign First. The little magnifying glass. Okay, so watch those videos first before you get to this one. This is just a recap. Which is better? Personal preference. I mean, I have so many videos about Invisalign versus braces, how to decide, how to choose. For me, okay, remember phase 1, what's phase 1 about? Phase 1 is about fixing the bite and getting the front teeth out of trouble if they're in trouble, and sometimes it can be aesthetic as well. So if a patient or a parent comes in with phase 1, first thing I'm going to do is be fixing the bite. Not all bites can be fixed with just braces or aligners. Sometimes you need an appliance, like an expander or some type of growth modification appliance, some type of appliance to help open a bite, some type of habit appliance to help close a bite. So we might have to use them in conjunction with an appliance. Now, if you want to knock it all off, boom, bam, get it all done with a fixed appliance, and many of these things can be fixed, which is glued in, of course, makes eating, talking a little more difficult, less comfortable. You can't take it out to eat and brush, hygiene, stinky breath. Sometimes you can just knock it all out in one go. You got the appliance, you're fixing the bite, and you're straightening the teeth and getting them out of trouble all at the same time. So it tends to be very, very efficient, which is why a lot of orthodontists like to do phase 1 braces. It also is cheaper for us because we don't have to pay a secondary company or a third-party company for their lab fee. If you want to see more about what lab fees are for Invisalign in various countries, I'm actually going to be doing a series later today, or if not tomorrow, on lab fees, just so you guys have an idea. In both 2022 lab fees in the US, Canada, and Australia, which are the main countries where I talk to doctors from, who watch my videos according to my SEO. So I'll be posting that later today or tomorrow. But certainly, if you had a Pontic or something, I'd definitely rather do aligners. Aligners are healthier, cleaner. There's certain types of bite issues that we can address with just aligners, like deep bites we can definitely address. Like vertical issues, we can definitely address with Invisalign First. You can address that small lower jaw with the Invisalign with MA. You can do that. Habits can't really be addressed, open bites can't really be addressed. You got to fix that first with either OMT or a habit appliance. You got to find the source of the open bite, address that first. What else can't be addressed? Definitely can't address a small upper jaw, like a negative overjet, like an underbite, where the upper jaw is small and the lower jaw is bigger. We can't adjust that with just braces or aligners. We'd have to have an appliance for that. So it really depends on the particular problem. But let's make this easy. Let's say patient comes in, this is just an aesthetic only case, if it's crowding, we probably need to expand the arches first. We can get some minor arch expansion with just aligners. It's a lot easier to get them with braces. So if it was like minor crowding only, I would say let's do aligners because I can knock it out with aligners. Now, if they needed actual skeletal expansion, then we'd have to do an appliance first, then move on to the aligners. But that's totally fine. We can do that. Let's say it was exactly the same. We could do either. It all comes down to just experience. How do you want the experience to be, and how compliant does the patient and parent think they're going to be? The aligners only work if they're in your mouth all the time. I can tell you, I have a teenager, and when we first started her, she's had aligners twice. She had phase 1 aligners. We had much more compliance when she was 8 or 9 than we do now at 13, 14, like night and day difference in compliance. Now that she's gone through the first year of her Invisalign and she realizes she didn't make that much progress as compared to her friends, and her tooth number 11 or upper lip 3 is not in the arch yet, She has finally decided in 8th grade that she's going to wear the darn things. So she gets it. All this time, you know, both parents are dentists. Both parents know a lot about ortho. You know, shaking heads, saying, we're just gonna put braces on you. No, 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 I won't want braces. I don't want braces. So, you know, personal preference. Just much more discomfort with braces. Certainly much more risk of trauma with braces. More risk for white spots with braces. More get risk for issues with gums with braces. But the aligners have to stay in. It's not that hard. You just leave them in. It's just leave them in. Just don't take them out. Take them out to eat and brush real fast. Or if you're having an issue with putting them back in after you're eating at lunch, just eat with them in. It actually makes things go faster, but then you just got to be really good with your oral hygiene when you get home. But yeah, I'm all up for any of that. So whatever you want to do, not all dentists offer both options. So whenever you're shopping around for an orthodontist or a dentist who does ortho, that's a great question to ask. You know, do you do both phase 1 braces and aligners? Or they tell you they only do one or the other? I mean, I'd be a little suspicious. And someone who does both and is really excited or bullish about both is someone who I'd want to see, you know, because they're confident in both skill sets and basically they just want to make you happy. Certainly a great question to ask is, what if I decide to switch from one to the other? What is the cost? Don't expect it to be free, because obviously putting braces on, using the cost of the braces is going to cost something. The aligner is definitely going to cost something. So expect that you're going to have to pay between, I'd say, $500 and $2,000 extra to switch from one to the other, depending on which direction you're going. I used to charge from Invisalign to braces. I used to charge $500, and from braces to Invisalign, depends. If you've already paid the full fee, maybe I'd only charge $1,000, even though my lab fee might be $2,000. But definitely there would be an upcharge. All right, thanks so much.